Kal Alayam La Yahweh Ba'asham Shal Yahushai, Barakate Yahweh, Barakate Yahushai. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of written and stone, and salutations to the elect, the men pushing the truth in the four corners, in the highways and byways. And all praises, honor, and glory belongs to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Alright? This is Luke chapter 18 and verse 1. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not faint. Right? And this Yahushua put forth a parable before his disciples, that they ought to pray and not faint. In all things they ought to pray. Alright, even unto this day. This is why the scripture said, unto them to this end, even unto this day, we ought to pray and not faint. And the word faint means to be spiritless, or weary. You have no more zeal or no more zest. Right? So we ought to do the same. Here it says, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not Yahweh, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of my adversaries. All right. So in this city, there's this judge. This judge that feared not Yahweh, nor he had regards for men. He didn't care about men. He had no feelings, no emotion, no care for men, nor did he fear Yahweh. All right. And then there's this widow that came unto him, asking him to avenge her, to judge righteously, to do just judgment. All right. Here it says, and he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not Yahweh, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubled me, I will avenge her, lest by our continual coming she weary me. Right? And this is what we ought to do in these times. Because right now we're being oppressed. All right? We have Chinese on we have Esau on we have Elamites, all these nations, all 17 nations, oppressing us. Even two-thirds of our own nation, of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're oppressing us as well. All right? And we are to pray to Yahweh to avenge us, to deliver us from this state of oppression. All right? It says, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by our continual coming she weary me. All right? So we have to pray often. Like the scripture say, to pray without season. We always have to pray. If it's quick prayers in your mind, very often we have to pray, so that our prayers may be heard of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rakak Badash. Here it says, and the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said. And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? Right? Because the Most High is long suffering. All right? Right now, it gonna seem like if the Most High have no care for us, or as though this thing, our salvation is tarrying, but it's not. Right? So we have to pray and stay in spirit and doing these things that are pleasing unto the Most High. Right? Here it says, hear what the unjust judge said, and shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect? So shall not the Most High avenge his servants, his elect? All right, which cry unto him day and night? Shall he not deliver them when they cry out unto him? It says, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them. So though that these things may seem for a long period of time, the Most High will avenge us. It says, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, he shall find faith on the earth. Because Slakia, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. So the Most High will rush to our rescue, so to speak. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Because it's gonna be as though our patience is depleted. It seemed as though it took forever. All right, it seemed as though it took forever. We were almost at that point. We were ready to give up. All right, this is Sirach, and to show that it gonna be that way. This is um Sirach chapter 16. All right, Sirach chapter 16 and verse 30. The sinner shall not escape with the spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. All right. So the sinners, they're not gonna escape with their riches and they the high level mindset that they have. They're not gonna escape with it. And the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. Meaning, we waiting a long time. We suffering all these things, for a great deal of time. Some men, the apostles and elders, 30 plus years. All right, men 10 years. All right, 5 years, 15 years. You know, it gonna seem as though it's taking forever. All right, but the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. Like you're gonna be waiting and you're gonna be like, well, how much more can you take? And then that's it. Because you're at that point where you're ready to give up. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is gonna save you right in the nick of time. Alright? This is Sirach chapter 35, reading from verse 17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds. See? Because right now we're being humble. Going through all these different afflictions is making us humble. It's making us respect or have love and fear for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai more and more. Because through all these affliction, the only thing we're saying like, hey, you know, this is nothing compared to what we deserve. Because the scripture said that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai exacted less. Exacted less than what man deserved. And they put that fear in us and make us more humble and fearful unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says the prayer of the humble pierces the cloud till it come night. He will not be comforted and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. So the prayers of the Most High, the prayer of the humble, they're gonna always be heard of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and it's not gonna depart until the Most High come and judge righteously. This is why the scripture in Matthew said that we have to pray and not faint. It says, he will not be comforted and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. For the Lord will not be slack. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will not be slack. Neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he have smitten in asunder the loins of the unmerciful. So all of our oppressors, all these 17 nations, that are oppressing us right now, they're gonna be smitten. The Most High gonna smite them, with cruel judgment, of the unmerciful, and repay vengeance to the heathen, and repay vengeance to these other nations, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud and broken the scepter of the unrighteous. So he gonna take away the multitude of the proud. And Esau is the proudest right now. He's a top proud nation. Alright? And broken the scepter of the unrighteous, that great stature, of the unrighteous. The Most High gonna break it. He gonna bring it to nothing. He gonna bring it down to the ground. Alright? This is verse 19. Till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds. So every man will get according to what he did. According to his works that he do upon this earth, so will he be repaid. Alright? And have rendered to every man according to his deeds, and to the works of men according to their devices, till he have judged the cause of his people, which are the so-called blacks, natives, and Amerindians, till he have judged the cause of his people, right? Because we in oppression right now. We at the bottom, we in a low state. That's our cause. We in captivity, and made them to rejoice in his mercy. So the Most High gonna make us rejoice in his mercy. Just when it seems as though we can't bear it no more, Most High gonna come to our rescue. Let's close over one precept. This is this James. Yeah, this is James chapter 3, verse. No, it's like James 3, 6 to 25. The scripture say in James, right, that the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. You know, therefore that's pretty good. 16. Just relax. You know, no, not to stretch the video too long, you know, but the scripture said that the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. You know, you're gonna be as long as you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, cause that's the thing that makes you righteous, right? You know, you keeping them, you know, your prayers will be heard of the Most High, and you're gonna deliver us out of this current oppression, out of this current slavery. You know, all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Shalom.